Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, today it's all about Sonia G brushes. She recently did a restock on a lot of her brushes, and she also brought us 2 new brushes. I went ahead and only picked up one of the 2 new ones, the mini oval hybrid brush, and I'm going to compare it to the sheer buffer brush for today's video. The main purpose of me filming this video is in case you are somebody who does have a pretty large Sonia G collection, saw this new brush and are debating whether you need it or not. I'm going to compare it. That way I can maybe help you and decide whether you need this new brush or not. So if you are new here, hi, hello, I give you an extra warm welcome. If you enjoy Sonia G brushes, or if you have been looking at Sonia G brushes and are maybe thinking about purchasing your first few brushes, I do feature Sonia G brushes quite a bit on my channel. I don't think there is a video that I film where I don't use at least one Sonia G brush. So yeah, I would love it if you can click the subscribe button, hopefully choose to stay for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. All right, my loves, I am on the Beautylish website, which is where I purchase all of my Sonia G brushes from. So she launched this Mini Essentials Special Edition #1 Duo, and it includes this mini oval hybrid brush and the mini soft concealer brush. The concealer retails for $30, but I just felt like it was too small. I felt like if I purchased it, I was not going to use it for concealer because it's too small for my liking when it comes to concealer brushes. Okay, so the Mini Essentials Oval Hybrid Brush on its own retails for $56. Let me read you a tiny bit about this brush. Sonia G Mini Essentials Oval Hybrid is a limited edition mid-density stippling brush that sits between airy bristles and a full flat surface, letting you build coverage with control. I will definitely say that when I used this, I definitely feel it's a tiny bit more dense than the sheer buffer brush, but I also feel over time that density kind of goes a tiny bit away and it might be a little bit more relaxed, more soft, and it won't be as dense as it is right now. An extended layer of synthetic bristles acts like a shield, gradually releasing product before you start diffusing or blending. Reach for it when you don't need full opacity or want to slowly build intensity, or use it sideways for more narrow placement. As you use and wash it over time, the bristles will relax and open up a little, allowing for a softer flow and more movement. So like I said, the more you use it, the more you wash it, it's just gonna flare out a tiny bit, just like the sheer buffer brush did from when I first bought it. Couple of details here as to why it's a special brush. So the total length is 128 mm, bristle length is 28 mm, handle length is 60 mm. Is it millimeters? Yeah. Limited edition, goat bristles and synthetic hair. So it's not completely natural hair bristles. I know there are some people who don't shop Sonia G brushes because they obviously have animal hair in the brushes, in the bristles, and I get it. I totally understand. You know, it's your choice. It's what's best for you. I am not someone who shops completely vegan when it comes to beauty products. So it's totally okay if you do and this video is not for you. I totally get it and understand. All right, my love, now we're going to talk about these 2 brushes and comparing them. As you can see, the oval hybrid is a mini and the sheer buffer is a regular size handle, so it's half the size. For me, that doesn't matter. I do have some other mini brushes from, here's one, Sonia G, and I still use them. They still feel great in my hand. This is the Jumbo Worker. So this feels more like the size that I enjoy when it comes to concealer, the same as the mini base. Like, I just enjoy a bigger brush when it comes to my concealer. Went off topic there. All right, so here they are side by side. There are the bristles, and you can see one is round and the other one is oval. This one, like I said, it has flared out. I definitely feel like when I first purchased it, the density was a tiny bit more dense than it is now. It's very flowy, very relaxed, pretty loose. And I still do really enjoy this brush. And I'll go ahead and insert a clip here of me using it for my bronzer. It's just sometimes I feel like it takes up a tiny bit too much space on my face. Some days I don't mind it. Some days I'm like, gosh, I wish I had something a tiny bit smaller than this. But it's a beautiful brush, and you can definitely see that I have used this. It is very well loved. It is a beautiful one. I do know quite a few people that I personally watch that love this sheer buffer brush. And I'm glad I didn't purchase the mini because I feel like maybe it would have been a tiny bit too small for what I was looking for. And I'm glad because now I have this new one here. So let me go ahead and insert to the clip of me using it. Just when it came to cream contour, and I would use the sheer buffer brush because I usually use it for my cream contour and my cream bronzer, I felt like it was a tiny bit too big for what I wanted. This new oval hybrid fits perfectly. And I feel like also the fact that it's an oval shape and not completely round, once time and usage passes by and it flares out and it gets more relaxed, it's not going to get too wide because it is that oval shape. So I'm excited to see how much more I enjoy this brush. But so far for cream contour and cream bronzer, I'm really enjoying it. I still use a sheer buffer brush, but this one I can use for both my contour and my cream bronzer. And it's just perfect. I feel like the size is exactly what I was hoping for. So yeah, it is so exciting and I'm just so glad. I feel like Miss Sonia G kind of read my mind when I would think, gosh, I wish my sheer buffer brush was just a tiny bit smaller. I think she was reading my mind and that's why she came up with this brush. All right, my loves, that's going to be it. I just wanted to compare these two brushes. I do own a fairly good amount of Sonia G brushes in my collection. I can pretty much do a full face. I would definitely say that I use face Sonia G brushes a lot more than eye Sonia G brushes. And I'll go ahead and insert a clip here. I used a lot of the Sonia G brushes for today. The Jumbo Foundation brush, the mini base for my concealer, and then of course you already saw for my cream bronzer and cream contour I used these two. The TF2 from one of her collections. Another favorite for sure is the soft cheek from Sonia G. Gosh, how long has it been since I've purchased this brush? It's been 3 or 4 years. I just feel like Sonia G knows what she's doing. She knows how to create beautiful brushes. She knows how to find a purpose for every brush that she creates, and I just end up falling in love with most of them. I would definitely say there is cons for natural bristle brushes, and that is the shedding. Doesn't happen a lot, and definitely when you haven't cleaned your brushes in a minute, it can happen more often. But it's just the results of natural hair bristle brushes I feel is so worth it. It is annoying at times when I do have shedding on my face, especially when I can't find where it is. Yeah, Sonia G, she's that girl when it comes to brushes for me personally. Okay, why don't you let me know if you have purchased any Sonia G brushes, if you own any Sonia G brushes, or if Sonia G brushes are on your radar and you just haven't taken the plunge. I would definitely say wait for when Beautylish has some sort of promo going on, like the gift card event where if you spend, is it $100? I can't remember, but you get a certain amount of money worth in a gift card as a credit. Okay, that's going to be it. Short and sweet. I love Sonia G brushes, as you can tell. If you've been watching my channel for a minute, you already know this. I think there's a couple of Sonia G videos that I have done. I can definitely do an updated video of all of my Sonia G brushes that I own in my collection, because I have added 1 or 2 that I did not include in any videos, I think. For sure, this one here, which is the Fan M. Anyways, yeah. Okay. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. All of your support, the comment, the likes, the hype, all of it. It helps me out so much. Again, we are so close to 4,000 subscribers. I really hope we can hit it before the end of the year. That would be absolutely amazing. And it's all thanks to you. Yeah. Thank you. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye!